And here we are, Monday morning, around 4 degrees Celsius plus. Enough that I yesterday found my walking shoes for the winter time. And yeah, Chucky Lizzie, that story regarding those cows. Yeah, so some more information came out. So we have, let's say, several actors in this story: inspector, the activist, the farmer. So the farmer apparently in the past was let's say sanctioned several times, or sanctioned. Inspector, this was not his first dealing with the inspectors regarding his livestock. So the farmer is not a professional farmer, 100% of his time farmer, but he has a full-time job, and this is his part-time activity. He's continuing on let's say family tradition, and with 24 head of livestock, that is pretty large farm according to Slovenian standards. So, and now we also have another actor, which is the intimate partner of our Prime Minister. So the partner was the person that suggested the inspector for the post of head inspector, not the activist. But they apparently know each other quite well. So inspector, activist, and the partner. And now we have some, confusing information coming regarding the activist. So okay, we'll be right back. Liza is going number 2. Okay, yeah, apparently Liza is now doing number 2 in TJ style, several times per walk. Yesterday, so on Sunday, of course, Aunt came. Well, we had to persuade her to came. Oh, that doggy we have already met. So, and heard last time, very, very angry. Pretty lazy. Oh yeah. He is digging with his back paws the leaves. Yeah, Lisa, I can take you, no problem. So yeah, we have now some confusing information regarding this activist. So she posted one tweet from which you could infer that she notified the inspector regarding the situation on the farm. They have also posted several videos, and yeah, you can conclude, you could see that the cows were standing on a piece of field where there was a lot of mud, but in fact there was a water, trough. Is it a trough? There. And food. And then another veterinarian said that according to her, knowledge from practice, the cows will actually stand in the muddy part of the field pasture, even though they could move to a drier one, especially if it's rainy season, and of course if there is food and water there in that let's say muddy part. But from the photos, you could see that cows are actually of full size, because in previous cases we could actually see how malnourished the livestock was. So in previous cases there were cows and even horses. So back to the activist. So in one tweet she wrote like that she notified the inspectorate, and then when this whole news became a political issue, she wrote that inspectorate asked them if they can provide list of appropriate farms where they can take the seized livestock, which people are now saying the inspector should already have such list, as part of her regular duties. And now, of course, also, let's try to make some, okay, but yeah, it doesn't matter, it's too dark. Well, at least you can see the white of her tail. So the position is the former head inspector. She apparently spent almost a decade on that post, and from the reporting she said that there were several problems regarding how this procedure or action was taken. And so they have already started with submitting a parliamentary question. And during the weekend there was some more news. So apparently the activist, she started to collect money, donations, to buy one of the cows that she apparently declared that she reminded her of another cow from her past, and that they were talking to each other. I hope that that she wrote this like metaphorically speaking, and she apparently already collected enough money to buy that particular cow. And now people are saying where these cows are being placed, if these let's say shelters are of they have appropriate facilities, because this activist, she doesn't actually live on a farm, but in a flat, an apartment building. So she doesn't have any necessary facilities. And basically the things progressed so far during the week that our Minister of Defense, who is currently also acting Minister for Agriculture, has ordered the internal review of this procedure. And what is going on, because as I said, that the member of the parliament from the opposition pointed out, and of course also the agricultural or farmers association, they also pointed out that there are several problems with this procedure. For example, apparently when they seized the cows, they didn't take with them their passports. So the documentation that with every transport, every time when you move livestock, you have to have with them appropriate documentation, regarding who they are, what medicines they received. Like Liza has her own passport, and she's not a livestock, but yeah, basically same rules. Yeah, so now apparently we will have also at least parliamentarian question and an internal review. And yeah, people were quite upset regarding this. And of course, then this became a political issue. People who never saw a cow in their life, now they know best or more than farmers and veterinarians. If the cows were really in such a bad shape, fine, no problem. But if this was, some sort of activist overreach, ja, pridna nimamo nič. As in, that so private, some person influenced the working of the inspector, then we have problems here. Yeah, okay, that's it.